Well, to discuss, let's bring in Middle East analyst Micah Halpern. Micah joins us in studio. It seems all but certain Netanyahu will get the go-ahead to form his coalition government, and the role of his defense minister will be significant because of the security concerns surrounding a Middle East peace. This will be a critical appointment, right?
Oh, there's no question. The defense minister is important, but it should be noted from the very outset, from the start of the election, there was no question for anyone who follows this that Netanyahu was going to form the government. It didn't matter how many votes Bloomway got. They could never have created a government. That should be known from the very outset. That said,
Reuven Rivlin has been a critic of Netanyahu, so it wasn't going to be a given. Right?
Of course it's a given. It's a democracy.
Right.
So it doesn't matter what the president actually feels personally.
I see.
He has to be realistic here. There is no way possible that Blue and White could have mathematically created a coalition. From the very outset, that was the case.
So this is going to be a pretty right-wing coalition, I think
yes.
you can say. So here's
the question
the thing.
Is how right? But who's going to join and who isn't in terms of that? So 61 or 65 or more. Exactly.
Okay, so the thing I'm hearing from Arab officials is this. They're already suspicious that Netanyahu is going to go ahead and annex parts of the West Bank. Now he's putting together this right-wing or extreme right-wing party that would support him on this. Then they're going to have less reason to support a peace plan, and the U.S. needs those Arab states' help.
Let's break that down. Let's start with the announcement that Netanyahu made just on the eve of the election about annexing some settlements. Why did he do that, and how was it done? It's very important. In other words, we have to subdivide it. He did it in order to actually eviscerate, actually destroy Bennett and his party,
right,
which
so
he
it's
successfully
for domestic,
did.
So you're saying it's for domestic reasons, but I'm saying, but outside of the country, how it's playing is that Arab officials, even if it was just a domestic ploy, they're still suspicious of that.
Ploy, no doubt, but one-dimensional also, monodimensional. It was there for the specific reason of making sure that Bennett did not get into the Knesset, and he succeeded. So what he did by doing it is he leached votes and supporters out of Bennett, the new right party, and brought them back to the Likud, which is really important. What happens from this stage is
right, so it's a short-term political gain, but it might hurt the peace plan. I know you wanted to quickly ask something.
Let me ask about Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, the New York Congresswoman. She's facing new criticism about Congresswoman about comments she made about cutting aid to Israel. Let's take a listen.
I think what we're really seeing is the ascent of authoritarianism across the world. I think that Netanyahu is a Trump-like figure.
Would you be in favor of reducing military or economic aid to Israel?
I mean, I think it's on the table. I think it's certainly on the table, and I think it's something that can be discussed.
Your thoughts?
Well, I'm astounded that she's speaking English because she doesn't understand what authoritarianism is.
Yeah.
Because it's a political philosophy which is the antithesis of democracy. We just had an election in Israel. And to call that the rise of authoritarianism is ridiculous. I mean, it's ludicrous. That said, a form of authoritarianism is totalitarianism. There's no fascism. These are the kinds of things. But it's a democracy, for Pete's sake. To say that this is part of the rise of authoritarianism means she doesn't understand the basic words of politics.
Or she's pointing out some anti-Arab rhetoric.
Because you disagree with someone and because they're right of center does not make them authoritarian.
Wish we had more time, Micah Halpern. Thanks for joining us with your
Always
insight.
a pleasure.
Thanks,
for sure.
Micah.